me again to explain the Altair Lunar Lander. It's part 5. So the 5th part. So the Altair Lunar Lander is carries cargo to the moon, carries the astronauts to the moon, and basically, as you know, it's a lander, so it lands on the moon, of course. So it is launched in the Ares 5, as I discussed in part 3. Then all the stuff cuts off until it's just the Earth departure stage and the lander. So when it's leaving the moon, only the ascent stage comes off. So now I'm going to show my video here of the Altair Lunar Lander.
The Lunar Lander is part of the Constellation program. It has a mission of taking 4 people back to the surface of the moon. In this architecture, the crew is actually launched separately from the lander. You launch the crew in the Orion vehicle on Ares 1. And you launch separately the Earth departure stage and the lander on Ares 5. Both of those go into low Earth orbit. The Earth departure stage and the lander rendezvous with the Orion vehicle in low Earth orbit. At that point, the Earth departure stage does a translunar initiation burn, and we go to lunar orbit. You drop the EDS stage along the way, and you end up in lunar orbit with the lander and the Orion vehicle. And at that point, they separate. The lander goes down to the surface of the moon. We leave the descent stage on the surface of the moon when the mission is done, and only the ascent stage returns to orbit. We re-rendezvous with the Orion vehicle, and then we expend the ascent stage. We have 3 different missions. We have one mission, which is the sortie mission, and it takes 4 people to the surface of the moon for 7 days. They actually live out of the lander in that mission. We have a second reference mission, which is an outpost mission. And in that mission, the lander takes the crew to the surface of the moon, but the crew then lives out of the outpost. In that mission, the lander actually sits dormant for approximately 6 months. The third mission is the cargo mission. That is an uncrewed mission. It's an automated lander, and that's what you would use to bring heavy cargo to the surface of the moon.
You look at some of the choices.
So, since it's our lander, so after the ascent stage re-rendezvous with Orion, they separate and then Orion starts heading for Earth. So, heads for Earth, and the capsule and the service module split up, and the capsule burns up in the atmosphere to splash down. And don't forget, it deploys its parachutes. Not sure if I talked about that in the Orion video. I might have talked about it in the Ares 1 one. So, speaking of the ascent stage separation and the landing, well, I'll find it for you, so I can actually show you what I mean. This is a video that's going to get me to it. Here's the actual video. Do not start. Enter your video. Oh my God, that video's crazy. Here's the start of the lander part. So this is the start of where you see the lander. 4 split. Look at the 4 piece. That's the lander. That's Altair. The first stage turns off. Now they're docking for the first time. So as you can see, the Earth departure stage is still there. Docking. Inside view. Solar lunar mission to the moon. Woo! Just left there. It's our party stage. Ah, separation. Fire eggs. Well control. Getting ready to land. in this mission.
Woo! Flying Orion. Flying Orion. Oh, Orion. Flying. Flying Orion. Like it? Flying Orion. I keep the fly back. Uh-oh. I'm trying to make a video right now, Benjamin. My brother always does this crazy. Splashdown! That's all.
The helicopter coming in to pick up the capsule. I'm not sure if that's really what happens, but most likely it is, because the crew members have to go back to Earth. I mean, the land. And they're on Earth. So, I'm not really sure why they named it Altair. But that is a pretty cool name for a lunar lander. Orion and Altair are kind of like best friends. I saw that in a different video about the Constellation program. So, that's all for today. This was the Altair lunar lander.